Ladies and gentlemen, this has the same taste.
Hello, everyone. It is 7 o'clock and all is well in Oklahoma. Let me finish getting set up here. I don't know how to do this on my phone. Sometimes it just shows up. Anyway, okay, hello, whoever's on. I see someone is there, but I don't know who, and I don't know what's happening with my phone. I don't know why it's not doing anything. My husband's doing something with my phone. Okay, if you put your name in the comment section down there or the chat box and where you are signaling from so that I will know that you're there. This is our Q&A night. Hello, come in. Say hello in the chat box. Okay. I was going to discuss a couple of things tonight, and also I was hoping that you guys brought your questions. If you had some questions, they don't necessarily have to be hair related, although this is a hair channel, and I would appreciate it if we would stay on topic a little bit. Anyway, I don't want to get off into some, stratosphere somewhere. Hello, everyone. Hi, hello. Say something in the chat box. Why is it so hard to get you guys to respond? I know you're there, It says test.
That's me.
Okay. Okay, so am I showing up on there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll just put it here and I'll look at the comments. Oh, did you? Shabbat shalom to you too. Okay. Hi, Pam. Hi, Brenda. Nice to see you guys. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Make sure you thumbs up, you guys, when you come in. So tonight, I get this question often. Hi, Tony. I get this question often. I always have people ask me, how do I keep my silver so white, right? And so I always get this question. So I'm going to show you one more time. I'll probably show it a few more times after this, that this is what I use. It's Shimmer Lights. This is by Clairol Professionals. It's for blonde and silver hair. So I have the shampoo and I have the conditioner. What I usually do is I get a big bottle that has a pump on it, and then I just keep my smaller bottles and then I refill it, pump it up and refill it as I need to refill it. This is a sulfate-based shampoo, so you need to know that if you're going to use it. Now, I realize that some of you can't use it because it leaches into your hair for some reason, which I find that really strange because I have high porosity hair and it never leaves purple, and it is purple, but it never leaves purple in my hair. It's never given me that kind of a problem. But if I've used butters and creams and stuff like that in my hair, and it feels like it's getting unruly, like for my hair, my cuticles won't lay down. If I have too much product on it, it'll just look bushy. No matter what I do, I could use gel and it'll still look bushy. And I don't even like to use gel. But anyway, so this is what I use to wash it once a month, once a month, maybe twice if I feel like I have a lot of stuff on my hair to try to get it off. I'm also due to do a clay treatment on my hair. I haven't done one in a while, but I do them from time to time. I won't do it here in the RV because I don't want clay in my pipes. You know, the pipes work a little differently here than they do in a house, and it would mess up my tanks. So I won't do a clay treatment here. But the next time I'm at the house, I may do it, or sometime in the near future. This also has a conditioner that goes with it. I very rarely use that conditioner. I usually use um, Shea Moisture's, what is it? For dry, damaged hair. I usually use that conditioner. Every blue moon, I'll use Miss Clairol's conditioner, but most of the time, I do not. So, anyway, let's see here. Oh no! Pam says she has bronchitis, pneumonia. Oh, you poor thing. I hope you've taken something for that to keep your tubes open. My goodness, that's terrible. I hope you feel better soon. Bless your heart for coming on. Well, thank you so much. I hope you're in bed watching. Gosh, not sitting up trying to hang out with me. Did I say hi to you, Brenda? Hi, Brenda, in case I didn't. Okay, the mistake I made last time, if you guys remember, I was trying to figure out why my hair felt so weird. And I called myself doing a co-wash, right? Except I grabbed the wrong thing. Remember that? I thought, what is wrong with my hair? I couldn't figure out why it felt so different. Well, I had these two. This is both of these are by a company called Ren Pure, I think. Yes. See that? Do you see the difference? I was in the shower. I had them both sitting right next to each other. And I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the leave-in conditioner, right? Which is what this one is. And I was wondering, why does my hair feel like an oil slick? And then I realized later that I should have grabbed this one that says cleansing conditioner. There's a difference, folks. There is a difference. So I've heard some people say, oh, there's no such thing as co-wash. Co-wash is not a product, it's something that you do. I believe I heard Anthony Dickey say something like that, whereas I understand what he's getting at. But there are products, clearly, on the market that are cleansing conditioners. And what makes them that is the type of oil and stuff that's in here that is a natural cleanser. Coconut oil is a natural cleanser. Palm kernel oil is a natural cleanser. So, because if you think about it, couple of years back, I was really heavy into making soap, and I would use those. They make bubbles, and they're cleansing. They'll dry out and cleanse things, right? So if they have that in a conditioner, it's intended to be a co-wash or cleansing conditioner. And you would use a co-wash when you don't want to put soap on your hair that particular wash day. You just want to, you want to condition it, but you don't really want to strip it too badly with soap or suds or things like that. So the cleansing conditioners generally are non-sudsing. You won't get any, you won't get no lather from them. You just put them in your hair, you rub it through your hair like you normally would a regular conditioner, let it sit on there for a minute or two and rinse it out. Your hair should feel cleaner. It might not feel as clean because it may not be as stripped as it would be if you had used a sulfate-based shampoo or something like that would pull the oil out of your hair. But it will clean it somewhat. It's a light cleanse is what it is. It'll clean it lightly and condition your hair at the same time. The mistake that I made last time was I washed my hair in I think I washed it in Shea Moisture shampoo. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. And I thought, no, I was trying to co-wash it, and I grabbed this by mistake. And this is a leave-in conditioner. And then when I got out of the shower, I put coconut oil on my hair. And I was trying to figure out, why does my hair feel like an oil slick? I didn't know what went wrong. And then when I went back in there, it occurred to me I grabbed the wrong bottle. So, yeah, be careful of that one. My goodness. Anyhow, that's the mistake I made. So I wanted to let you guys know that that's what happened last time when I was saying I didn't understand what happened. You have to be careful. When you're buying stuff like this, make sure you're getting the right thing. And when you're in the shower, make sure you can see what you're doing. You grab the right bottle. My gosh. Anyhow. Hi, Audrey. Let's see. Oh, thank you. She said hello. So happy to be with you live. Finally, I am in New York. I have never did a co-wash on my hair. Really? I don't do it that often, but I do it sometimes. So anyhow, so you guys were supposed to be bringing your questions to me this evening. So I'm looking forward to hearing some of that. Hi, Tasha. If I didn't say hello, happy Friday to you. You bought some grapeseed oil. You said you hope it moisturizes your hair. Okay, let me clear up something. Oil and water are two different things. You get moisture from water, right? You can seal in the moisture with an oil, but oil does not moisturize. It can make something supple. It can make it soft, but it will not add moisture to your hair because it's an oil. It doesn't have any water in it. So if you're looking for a way to keep your hair moisturized, you'll have to use a sealing oil depending on your hair type. You need to wet your hair and seal in that moisture with an oil that will, or a medium weight oil or something like that, that will stay on the top of your hair, that will keep the moisture inside your hair, because oil will not put moisture. It'll put oil, but it won't put moisture. So, okay. Any questions? This was the Q&A, right, you guys? You're supposed to brought your questions. You ain't supposed to just be hanging out saying, hey. Oh, my gosh. I'm waiting. I'm looking. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready. Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? Let's see. So you may want to try that, Audrey. I don't know how often you wash your hair, but you may want to try that. Okay, Tasha says, I didn't know. I don't even know what my hair type is. My hair is really fine, though. Well, mine is too. It may not look like it, but it really is. It's my hair is wet right now because I washed it. But you can wash your hair too much. Especially if you're using a sulfate based shampoo, you can wash it too much, and it'll just strip it. It'll make it dry and brittle. There's a way to find out what your hair type is. There's a couple of ways you can find out. You can do a water test on it by taking your hair or a piece of your hair that you have washed. Don't condition it or anything. Just wash it, get it really clean, or you can do this after you've washed your hair. Just pluck out 2 or 3 pieces of hair that are very clean. Don't put any conditioner or anything else on them. Let them dry completely. Get 3 glasses of water. Fill the glasses of water up. They don't have to be big glasses. And drop a piece of hair in each glass. If it sinks, your hair is high porosity. If it floats, your hair is low porosity. If it hangs in the middle, it's normal. It's just normal porosity hair. Now, the tricky thing is, most of us have mixed texture like that and porosity all through our hair. But what you have to find out is what is your hair, what's the biggest characteristic, right? If you do that test in several different spots, say like the crown, the front, the sides, the back, because on my head, my hair is different everywhere. This white is very unruly and it's very porous. It is very high porosity. In the back, it's still a little bit dark and it's lower porosity and normal porosity. But because most of my hair is gray, then I treat my whole head as if it's gray. That's what I'm trying to say. If most of your hair is low porosity, then that's how you would treat your whole head, unless you have definite sections that are different. If you want to take the time to treat different sections of your head with different products, fly at it, right? But that takes a lot of time to do that. It's very expensive to do that and then you have to remember where's the dividing line between the textures, right? So there's that. Let's see. Pam says, what can I use to bring back my edges after taking rounds of anthrax from deployments? Ugh. I had cradle cap and my hairline never grew back. Oh my gosh. Hey, Miss Precious from Philly. I'm a Philly girl too. I haven't lived there in many years, but that's where I was born and raised. I have never heard of that. Have you been to a trichologist? A trichologist is a person that specializes in the study of hair. This is not a cosmetologist. This is not a person that works in a salon unless they have a degree in that science. And a dermatologist is probably who you would need to see, because if the thinning is medically induced or has been medically induced, it depends on, are you still taking the medication, the long-term effects of the medication, did it kill off your hair follicles? And so those are things that I couldn't really answer because I'm not a trichologist. You would need to see a dermatologist or a trichologist and get their professional opinion about that. I can deal with the surface stuff and I can deal with some internal stuff, but I'm not a doctor, right? So I can't really advise you on that. You'd have to see a professional for that. So, and if your hair is coming out and is service related, you may want to check with the VA about that, if you know what I'm saying. So they need to do something about that. So let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Tasha. She says, I will definitely try. That very helpful. I think my hair texture changed from washing it too much. Yes, you can dry your hair out. A lot of things can go into damaging your hair that we may be doing, and we think we're doing a good thing and we're really not. And one is washing it too often. I cannot wash my hair. I can't wash my hair more than once a week, maybe twice a week. If I've been out and about a lot and I've had to put a bunch of stuff on my hair to get it to lay down or whatever, then on the weekend, that's when I'll, use a sulfate-based shampoo if I have to. But you can wash your hair too much depending on the water quality that's coming through your pipes in your house. The city water that you're using. Some places the water is very, very hard, has a lot of minerals and calcium in it, and that stuff lays on your hair and makes it brittle and hard. And sometimes I know, I don't have one, but I do know that there are certain shower heads and different things that you can get that you can affix to your shower that has a softener in it that can soften the water. that is coming through your pipes. So if you have a water softening system in your house, leave it turned on. You also find that you will not need very much soap. When I first moved into my house here in Oklahoma, there was a water softening system in the house. I had never had one of those. It was my first house. I'd never had a water softening system. I didn't know how they worked. I just knew it was turned on. And my first day to work at the military base that I was stationed at, I was running late because I could not get the soap out of my hair, off my body. I did not know that soft water did that, you know? And so I ended up putting the regular amount of soap in my hair. And I'm telling you, it took me forever to get that soap out because the water was so soft that I didn't realize I didn't need that much water or soap. So if you have a water softening system, just that's a good thing. Keep that in mind. If you don't have one and you can afford to get one. That's good too. Or use distilled water or a very mild soap or something like that. So, any other questions? Do you know, hi Valerie, a good oil or cream to use for gray hair? Most everything I use turns my hair yellow. Wow. Sometimes even the white creams, depending on the what? I don't know what that means. I don't know why a white cream would turn your hair yellow. That's the ingredients. Okay. Well, that's the thing, right? You'd have to isolate which ingredient is doing that. Is turning your hair that color and avoid that product. I found that I tried to switch a while ago from I haven't used shea butter in a while. I need to because I have a lot of it and I need to use it. But I found that when I use the yellow shea, it would make my gray a little yellow, not so much here, but on the ends of my hair when I would pull my hair back like it is now, then I would have like streaks in there that look kind of brassy. And so I started trying to use that up and migrate over to the white shea, which is really a different kind of shea, but it comes from a different kind of a tree I read somewhere. It's not really shea, it's something else, but it works the same way. So I don't know why you would have why it would turn your hair yellow if the products are white, unless there's something in the shampoo or conditioner that you're using that does that. You know, I don't know. I've never heard of that. So I do know that things that have color in them can leach into your hair. Like the shimmer lights, that I was telling you guys about earlier. Some people, it makes their hair blue or purple. I never had that problem. That's hilarious. Wow. Anyway, and Ronchella says she has cradle cap. Now, when you wash your hair, I think, what cradle cap is, my understanding is it is a conglomeration of dead cells that are pretty much stuck to your scalp. I've never had that. My kids had it when they were younger. And you may want to try some. See, the other thing is it depends on if your hair is low porosity or high porosity. If you have low porosity hair and you're using coconut oil, yeah, that could happen. That could happen because it'll block your pores. If you have low porosity hair and you do not use coconut oil. It is not your friend. If you have high porosity hair, use coconut oil. Unless you have an allergy to it, then use that. Whatever oil that you're using, I would try putting one drop, because it's strong, of organic peppermint oil or spearmint oil, one of the mints. and see if you can kill that off, right? And loosen it on your scalp and use a soft brush on your scalp and just brush it a little bit, every time you wash it until your scalp is clear. That's what I would do if it were me. Miss Precious says, I've been wearing flat twist out since July. Just started using castor oil with water misting every night. Then I retwist every night. I notice that hair dries out. Yes. Castor oil, are you mixing it with anything? Because castor oil is very heavy. I haven't used castor oil in a while. I was using it when I was transitioning because I was really trying to keep my hair from breaking. But heavy oils like that do not penetrate, castor oil is not a penetrating oil. It will literally just sit on the top of your hair. And what happens is it seals your hair shut and it prevents moisture from getting in. So once your body has used up the moisture that you put on your hair and sealed it in with the castor oil, you can't get any more moisture in until you wash that off. And the only way to get that out is with a sulfate-based shampoo. It will not come off with regular shampoo. It's just not. It's too heavy of an oil. So that's why your hair is drying out. I'd back up off of the castor oil for a while. You'll probably need to use a sulfate-based shampoo at least once to get it completely off your hair. Use a deep conditioner and then use a penetrating oil or a very medium weight oil on top of your hair to help lock in the moisture. I would avoid the castor oil for now if it's causing your hair to dry out and break. So it will do that. Yeah. It's okay for a quick fix, but in order to get more moisture back in, you'll have to wash it off. Wash it out with warm water, hot as you can stand it, and a shampoo that'll take it off. Okay, what's next? You guys remember to do the thumbs up if you haven't already. Any more questions? This is question and answer night. I'm waiting. You're welcome. I hope everybody's doing okay. I didn't even ask. Oh, I think I may have asked you. Well, if I didn't, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Okay, Ronchella says, we got it from our dad. Tried a few things, and it's like my scalp figures out how to get around it. You gotta love this natural hair. My sister washes my hair, alcohol rag, clean my scalp only, and use vitamin E, olive, or So is that not working? Alcohol will dry your skin. Now that much I can tell you. It will dry your skin out. Absolutely. And your hair. So be careful with the alcohol. Hi, Barbara. From the great state of Texas. I'm right next door to you. Itchy scalp. What's causing it to itch? Is it a food allergy? Is it a product that you're using? That's the thing. You have to isolate what is causing it to itch. I know that if I don't wash my hair at least once a week, my scalp will start itching. And that's because of an accumulation of product that, especially if I sweat at night, because I'm, how the whole menopause thing works. And my scalp will start itching. I have to wash my hair at least once a week. It could be the product that you're using. It could be an oil that you're using. You have to start isolating things, right? Leave something out one time and try something different and see if the itching goes away. And you'll have to do it product by product. That's the only way to isolate which one is doing that. It could be diet. It's a lot of reasons why your scalp could itch. One of the things that I would recommend for relief would be, again, some type of soothing oil. Any of the mints, spearmint, peppermint, wintergreen, things like that. Hi, Varinja. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Donna. Donna says she stopped using castor oils. What oils do I recommend? It depends on your hair. Depends on your hair type. Uh, if your hair is high porosity, I recommend a medium weight oil to seal in moisture. If your hair is low porosity, I recommend a very, very lightweight oil. Very lightweight. So, cornflakes and potato chips. It could be, Ronchella, it could be an autoimmune thing. It could be a food allergy. If you are treating it, it goes away and then it comes back. Try to track what you did that week, what you ate that week, or something like that, to see if there's a common thread between something that you're putting in your body that's causing that to happen. Or is your body just doing that to itself? If your body's doing that to itself, then it's autoimmune. And also, it could be seborrhea, it could be psoriasis, it could be any type of a scalp ailment, right? And if you haven't been to the doctor for them to take a test of those cells and see exactly what it is, it would be hard to treat. The peppermint and stuff may give you some relief, but if it's not killing it altogether, making it go away altogether, it could be a fungus, yeast. It could be so many different things. And it's hard to say, number one, without actually seeing it, and number two, without knowing your habits, your diet and your hair routine, and it's just a lot that goes into that. So it'll be hard for me to, give you a cure. And I'm not a doctor, so I can just tell you what I would do for me. Okay. Any other questions? Did you all understand what I was saying about the difference in the oils, right? How it depends on your hair porosity. Because I think sometimes we confuse porosity with type, and they're not the same, right? Your hair type is whether it's curly or wavy or straight or coily, that's, to me, that's your type. But but the other thing, is your porosity is whether it holds water or not, whether it dries out quickly or not. That's the porosity of your hair. Hi, Margaret. Biotin has an oil you put in your hair. I want to see if it's good. I did not know that. Also the other thing, if you guys, any of you, especially Ronchella, if you're having problems with your scalp cradle cap and stuff like that, I don't know if you've tried, you may have mentioned that you tried vitamin E. Vitamin E is good for stuff like that as well. But don't just put it on your scalp. You may need to actually ingest it, take vitamin E as well. The doctor said that's one of the side effects many soldiers have, fertility issues. Wow. I did get a 20% disability rating. Well, good for you, because I know people have been fighting with the VA forevermore and still don't have a disability rating. Let's see. So Audrey asks, is hair mask good for our hair? I have never tried them. My hair is type 4C and thick. What are you trying to achieve? What masks do, if you're talking about clay mask, it depends on the mask, right? Some people put egg in their hair, and that is more like a protein mask, right? People put avocado in their hair, and that's kind of like a, they're counting on the vitamins and minerals, or vitamins really, from the avocado to help condition their hair. And other people use an herb mixture. There's all different types of mask. A clay mask will draw out all kinds of impurities, just like if you put it on your skin or the bottoms of your feet or all over your body. You ever see these movies where rich people, of which I am not, go to these spas and they get mud put all over them? It's really clay or mud that has a lot of minerals and stuff in it, and they get that put all over their body because it draws out toxins out of the skin and all that. So that's what a clay mask does to the hair. Now, keeping in mind that it's drawing everything out, even the natural oils, everything is going out with that clay when you rinse it out. So if you use a clay mask, it's important that you deep condition your hair after you get all the clay out. And it's very important that you get all that clay out. As far as I've seen people use banana, I tried banana one time. I will never do it again. I had bits of banana. My hair is too coily for that. I think if I had type A hair, like bone straight, like my husband, my Norwegian husband has bone straight hair, that probably fine with him, not with this coil. Look at that. Can you imagine? I'm running around looking like a banana split. I ain't putting no banana in my hair no more, not ever, not never. No. Oh my God, that was awful. And here I'm using all kinds of wide tooth, medium tooth, fine tooth combs, trying to, don't do it. Not if you got hair like this. Don't put no banana in your hair. Berenja. She says, I'm embracing my gray hair. It's been 6 months since I last used henna indigo. What shampoo would you suggest I use to help speed up the process of getting the color out of my hair? That's what I suggest. If you want to embrace your gray, start using this Shimmer Lights for blonde and gray hair, and it will help restore the color. Unless you can't use it. This is all I use, folks. This is it, when it comes to keeping my hair white. That's what I use. And like I said, I know some people can't, but it works for me. So that's what I would suggest. Now that Shimmer Lights and Miss Clairol is not the only company that puts out something for a blonde or gray hair. There's other companies that do too. You might need to experiment to see which one works for you. But as far as the color coming out, it's going to have to wear out also gradually. It's not going to come out with one wash unless you use something that's like a rinse. You know what I mean? I used to use rinses in my hair a long time ago when I colored my hair, and I stopped using them. When I went natural, I went cold turkey. I stopped coloring my hair, and I stopped relaxing my hair all at the same time. I just quit. So, and then I ended up with like 15 boxes of relaxer and trying to give it away. I couldn't even give it away. Everybody I knew had gone natural. So it just 15 boxes in the trash. Anyway. Good night, Ronchella. Have a good prayer meeting. Shalom to you and your family. God bless you. Thank you for signing on. You're very welcome. A clay mask. Yeah, just make sure you get it out. Get it all out and deep condition under a warm cap. Wrap a hot towel around your head when you deep condition. Leave it on for 20 minutes or so before you rinse it out. And that'll help restore the softness. Otherwise, your hair will be snapping like straw. Have a good night, my friend. I'll see you later. Okay. Any other questions? You guys are keeping it coming. I like that. I like the interaction. You're very welcome, Pamela. Anybody else have any questions? If you guys don't have no more questions, then I'm just going to sign off. Speak now, forever hold your peace. I also wanted to tell you guys, I don't know how many of you have been with me or how long you've been with me, but it would be nice to see that. So if you would put that in the chat box, how long have you been following my channel? I would like to know. And thank you anyway. Even if this is your first day, thank you for signing on. Although I seem to recognize most of your names. So, Valerie, anything good for thinning hair? It depends on why it's thinning. If it's thinning because of chemicals, stop using them. If it's thinning because of diet, improve your diet, right? Do things, take vitamins and things that'll help thicken your hair. It also depends on 3 years. You've been following me for 3 years. Oh, thank you so much. It also depends on if, well, I already covered chemical. If it's chemical, it could be biological. It could be hereditary, right? For example, like I was telling you guys a while ago, if you look at this, you see that? I didn't lose my hair. That's hereditary. It's never filled in. Even when I was little, it's always been that way. My mother had what they call them, cowlicks. My mom had that. Just like that. Her brothers all had it, my uncles. Yeah. And so no matter what I do, it never gets the length of the rest of my hair. It might fill in a little bit, like I might get a little bit more than some peach fuzz, but that's it. It's hereditary. So it depends on why your hair is thinning. Sometimes as we get older, I don't know how old you are, but sometimes as we get older, our hormones start to change. And I think I did a series on menopause in a natural woman. You may want to look into that. Go to the playlist and you'll find it there. And I talk about what it does to our hair, what it does to our sex life, what it does to our bodies in general, our sleep patterns, and things like that. That some people, just they don't know what's wrong with them. They like, what's wrong with me, And hopefully, it's a 3-part series. So you may want to check it out and see. It could be menopause. There's a lot of reasons why your hair could be thinning. Let's see. How long do you keep your 2-strand twist? Oh, how long? Well, because my hair is high porosity, it'll dry out pretty quick. I can keep my hair. You mean if the twister in, or if I take the twist out? Because that makes a difference too. If I keep the twist in, usually about 3 days. If I take the twist out, I have to make sure that I don't use a bonnet at night. I have to use a scarf to keep them flat and in place. And then the next day, when I take the scarf off, I just kind of fluff it, right? And so if I take the twist out, then I guess about the same, about 3 days. Some of it depends on the weather also. If it's dry and parched outside or dry and parched inside, it depends on if I'm running a humidifier or not. So in the summertime, because it's really dry here, sometimes in Oklahoma, I will have a humidifier that I use in the house and in the RV. I got a little one that sits on my bedside, and I have a bigger one that's actually at the house right now that I usually have sitting here in the summer because the air can get really, really dry. And that's to keep my hair from drying out. So a humidifier helps also if you're in a real dry climate. You may want to get one of those. They're not that expensive. I know Vicks has them, and get a humidifier. It'll help. You're welcome. Yes. Verindia says argan oil is a great lightweight. Yes. And I believe it's a penetrating oil too, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. I did a video once about oils that penetrate, the difference between them, and I found out that I was using the wrong stuff on my hair for my hair type. I couldn't understand for the life of me why my hair kept drying out. Here I was washing it out, spraying it out, spritzing it, and I'm putting this oil on, and it kept drying out. That's how I found out about castor oil, that it was not a penetrating oil. It just sits on top. And when it was time for me to spray my hair again, well, the water was just running off because it's like, oil and water don't mix. And it's a very thick oil. So, Miss Precious says, I've been following your channel, I believe, since last summer. However, this is my first time catching you live. Oh, well, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you were able to catch me. So I have a lot of people to write later and say, I missed your live broadcast. Oh, that's okay. You can watch the replay. So anyway, I've got it set where the replay will play. And hopefully the chat will play as well so that people can see the questions and can hear my answer. I'm giving you the best answer I got, folks. Like I say, I'm not a doctor. I can just tell you the things that I've read and what I've learned in my 4 years of being natural, and what worked for me according to my hair type and stuff. So, okay, let's see. Pam asks, what is the best protective hairstyle for summer months? I live in Virginia. Okay. There's so many things, that determine the health of our hair. When it comes to protective styles, I don't know that I really do protective styles. When I hear people say that, I think of ladies and gentlemen that may have their hair braided for like weeks. I don't do that. I do not do that. I guess it works for some people. I feel like my hair is too fine and fragile for me to do that, because after the third day, my hair will start to lock. It'll start getting fuzzy, and then them little fuzzies will start wrapping around themselves, and that's how you get locks, right? So I don't do protective styles per se. I may put my hair, you'll see my hair usually in 2 twists, or I might do some twist, up on the top or something like that. But as far as putting my hair in braids or something like that for weeks and weeks, I don't do it. I don't do it. I think it's harmful to my hair. And because I don't do salons, I'm not sitting in nobody's chair for no 6 hours letting them fool in my head. No, thank you. Nope. Let's see. I have been following you for 4 years and have learned so much. And so, oh, thank you, Audrey. I appreciate that. And again, I'm not a professional, y'all. You guys have helped me a lot and gave me a lot of suggestions and wrote me at my AOL address. And please, I want to encourage you guys to write me if you have a question. You may want to ask something that you don't want to ask in public. That's fine. I answer everybody's emails. Anybody that has ever written me can tell you I check my email and I do answer them. So I don't get so much mail like a lot of other YouTubers may get that are sponsored by Google or sponsored by these other companies and stuff. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just doing this on my own time. And so I don't have that much mail coming in that I can't take the time to answer it, and I'm not sure I want to get that way, because I like the personal touch. I like being able to communicate with you guys. And I've gotten letters that we've gone back and forth, 3 or 4 or 5 letters back and forth, trying to get something figured out, and me getting updates about what this person did. And they tried this and that didn't work. Okay, well, let's try this and that didn't work. And then we tried this and bingo, that worked, and so, and I enjoy that because it's a journey, right? We're all doing this stuff together, trying to take better care of our hair and our bodies and all this kind of stuff. And there you go. We just do it together and help each other. That's what I say. So thank you guys that have been hanging in there with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it because it's important, the interaction on the channel, like I said before, in the last video, is very important because Google watches that. I don't understand all that technical stuff that they do, but I do know that they their algorithms and their AIs and whatever all else they got watching these channels determine whether a channel has enough activity on it to keep it in the forefront and to keep recommending it. And if they don't feel like, according to whatever their standard is, that there's enough activity or it's a channel that people are interested in, they will scrub it. I mean, it's their platform and there's nothing I can do about that. So that's why it's important, not just this channel, but any other channel that you may visit, whether it's hair or boats or whatever all your other interests are, that you do give them a thumbs up and leave a comment, even if you just say thanks for sharing that or something to help keep their channel on the air, because otherwise Google will just scrub it. They don't care. They'll scrub it. They figure if advertisers aren't coming on, if people aren't willing to land their commercials on your channel or whatever, then it's not worth watching. It's really a weird dog eat dog kind of a thing. So anyway, 4 years, boy, some of you guys been in there from the very beginning when I first started. And you see, it really doesn't go past a certain length. I told you, sorry if you're bored by that. I get bored by that sometimes, but it really doesn't go past a certain length. And then it just, then I got to clip the ends. And like as soon as you get a little rhythm going, it's time to clip the dead ends off. So anyhow, any more questions? We got about 5 minutes left. I don't like to keep you guys past an hour unless it's really rocking. And then I'll do it. I'll try to hang out a little bit longer. But if you have any more questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And if you don't, I'll be happy to let you go and enjoy the rest of your weekend till I drop by again. So, how many of you on here are also subscribed to my other channel, the Acristopats? I'm Pat, my husband's Chris. So we call the channel the Acristopats Adventure and Travel Channel. If you're on that channel too, just let me know in the chat box, because I'm going to be doing an update on that channel as well, letting you guys know. I showed you what was happening with the RV and the tires, and oh my gosh. Woo, man. So I'll be fixing that. Well, we kind of fixed it already, but I'll give an update on that channel too. Anybody on this channel that's also subscribed to my other channel, if you're not, you should be. It's kind of interesting over there too. I don't talk about hair like at all on that channel. It's everything else that's going on. So let's see. Miss Precious says, is it healthy for hair to blow hair straight once or twice a year? It's not harmful unless it cooks your hair. If it's too much heat, it will damage your hair and it will ruin your texture. It'll definitely change your texture. Blow drying your hair, or if you're doing a silk press, which I don't do and I have not done because I don't do salons. Why would you do that though? If you're doing it because you want to straighten your hair out so that you can get a trim, I know people do that sometimes. I don't put heat on my hair like at all. I have blown my hair out before, but I used a cool air. Very, very cool. No heat, nothing hot, because I didn't want to straighten it per se. I just wanted to relax it just a tiny bit. It's not unhealthy unless it burns your hair. If you're doing it or you have someone doing it who really doesn't know what they're doing and what the heat tolerance is for your hair, it can ruin your hair. It can permanently ruin your hair. That's why I don't fool with it, because I don't want to. I don't listen. I've spent too much money, too much time, and have gone through too many videos, read too many articles to screw up my hair now. That's how I feel about it. So I don't do it. Oh, hi, Audrey. Yes. Oh, so you are on my other channel. How'd you like that park we went to? That was nice. I thought so. Anyway. Oh, you want to check your length. You know, you don't have to straighten your hair to do that, right? You just take a piece of hair and pull it down as tight as you can, and that's the length of your hair. It really is. It really is. Putting heat on it is not going to give you that much more length just by pulling it down. Like I showed you guys the other day when I was on, when I pulled it down, it comes to my armpit, down here to my armpit. It doesn't look like it, but I got some mad shrinkage, okay? It comes all the way down to there. I don't think, if I silk pressed it or something like that, it would probably be about the same length. It might be maybe a half an inch longer, maybe. But if you just pull it, you know, hold it straight and pull it all the way down like that, you'll see what the length is. I have my husband every now and then, he'll take a tape measure and he'll pull it down in the back and he'll measure it and see where it falls. So, but if you want to do that, Missy Precious, go ahead. I mean, that's really up to you. I just don't do it because I don't do salons, like I said, and I don't want to take the chance of permanently, you know, having heat damage on my hair. And my hair is fine, so I have to be careful with it. So anyhow, any other questions? We got about 2 minutes. You are very welcome. Yeah, don't put heat on it. You can do a cool, if your blow dryer has a cool setting, you can try that one. You know, you may have to go over it a few times. It's air drying your hair is really what it's doing. Your hair won't be straight. It might be a little bushy, um, but you are, you know, helping to relax it just a little bit. So, well, listen, you guys, I have been told that some of you are not getting notifications. Make sure you check that community tab, because I try to send out a notice, because I've been told that, you know, you guys, some of you weren't getting notified even though you had clicked the bell. I don't know. That's happening to a lot of people's channels, and there's really nothing we can do about it except to try to leave a message in the community tab when we're coming on or something like that, because, you know, YouTube, what can I tell you? I don't know. I was trying to migrate my channel over to Rumble, but I couldn't get it figured out how to work it. I got some videos up there, and then the other ones, I spent a bunch of time trying to get them up there and they never showed up. I don't know what happened. It's crazy. To me, Rumble is not user friendly. I can't seem to get it to work. But anyway, so make sure you subscribe if you're not. If you haven't subscribed and you've been watching this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you click the notification bell, and I will try to make sure that you're notified. But you'll have to check that community tab, and I'll put announcements and stuff in there. That's how we ended up being here this evening. Because I thought, you know what, let me ask the viewers, when is the best time to meet with them? Because I know some people work, some people are retired, some people are semi-retired and work part-time and got all these crazy shift hours and stuff going on. And I wanted to know, when could I meet with most of you? You know, and so the last poll that I did, which I closed it last night, it was 83% said the evenings were better. So, okay, then that's what we'll do. And everybody else, I guess if it happens to be their day off, they can join us that evening, or they can watch the replay and still make comments and stuff. But I wanted to make sure that I could reach out to my Silver Crown friends, at a time that was most convenient for everybody. So, because I'm flexible, I really am. I'm kind of retired, but not quite. Not quite. So there you go. I got stuff I'll be doing, and my husband is semi-retired. So anyway, but thank you guys for coming on this evening. I hope I answered your questions. Make sure you use that AOL address. It's enoughgrace 12 at AOL.com, and it's spelled ENUFFGRACE 12 at AOL.com. And I will see you in your email, or I will see you the next time I come on. Everybody, thank you so much. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you the next time. Make sure you check the community tab, because I'll try to make a notice on there whenever I'm coming on again. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you later. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Keep it natural.